come on now. Tell the class your
First turn play.
This is big brain time.
Normal summon Alistair.
Oh, great. Another genius.
What's going on, guys? LoganJYA here, and Adrian, our admin, went undefeated in the first ever remote duel GG4Free with normal summon Alistair.deck, aka Invoked Shaddoll. So let's get into this joint, brother. You can start however you'd like.
Alright, so I decided to do it in like packages instead of like monster spells traps, because that's the easiest way to like explain it.
Sure.
So first for the Shaddoll stuff, you got 3 1D, 3 Squamata, 1 Hedgehog, 1 Beast, 1 Dragon, and 1 Aerial. This is like a pretty standard package. Some people are running like 2 Squamata, 2 1D. I just like to see them as much as possible because they're really good to just set when you don't have a play. Because a lot of times people like to hold their hand traps, so then it's just easier to just set a card and pass with like Wendy or something than to like try to go full combo and get hand trap and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then for the Shaddoll spells, we got 3 Shaddoll Fusion, 3 L Shaddoll Fusion, and 1 Super Poly.
Okay, so only 1 Super Poly. That's interesting. Do you think 1 was enough?
Yeah, one was definitely enough. When I needed it, I drew it. When I didn't need it, it stayed in the deck. I like this at 1 today because it really came up in like key moments, but what you really need is the 6. And then when you play more than like 2 Super Poly, it gets really cloggy and you end up drawing like Super Poly where like it's kind of just like a dead card and you don't really know what to do with it.
Gotcha.
So let's, but you also play the 2 Invocations, so then you get more fusion stuff with that.
Cool.
And then the 2 Shaddoll traps we run is Schism and Incarnation.
Yep.
Incarnation I didn't really use today. I started out a lot, but Schism was pretty good. It wasn't even like that I activated that much. It was people were just like scared of it, so they kept hitting my back row a lot because they were scared of Schism. So it played a really good decoy.
Hell yeah.
And then moving on to the Invoked package, we have 3 Alistair.
Oh god.
He's just the MVP of the deck.
Normal summon Alistair.
Yep. Some people like to run 2 Alistair, 2 Invo, and then the Meltdowns. But I wanted to run 3 because I want to see as much as I can, and I don't really care if I draw 2 that much, because it's a dark, so you can go in the window with it. And then, of course, we have the 3 Meltdown, the 2 Invocation, and the 1 Terraforming.
Yeah.
I think some people cut Terraforming for like an extra card. I just want to see Meltdown as much as I can because the main point of my build is it's kind of like playing Shaddolls with a splash of Invoke because you want the Meltdown. Because the Meltdown is crazy because your opponent can't respond to your effects when you fusion summon a monster. So, you know, they can't hit your Wendy in the graveyard, they can't hit your Construct on field. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. And then, finally, our Dogmatica engine. We run 2 Ecclesia and 1 Flare. Flare came up a little bit today. I didn't really use the negate effect that much. It was just kind of like a body to link with. But then I wanted to run 3 Ecclesia, but I couldn't find a 3rd one today. But after today, I wouldn't really put it up to 3. 2 was enough.
Glad to see 2 was sufficient.
Yeah, and then the 1 Punishment, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally for our hand traps, this format, I didn't feel like hand traps were like that good in this deck. But then I wanted to have lights in order to like make as many constructs as I can, and I didn't want to play Trick Clown. So I played 3 Ash, 3 Nib, and then 2 Ogre.
Now, how was Ogre? I have to ask. How did Ogre work for you?
Ogre was really only used for construct fodder, which is basically what it's there for. I didn't really use the effect that much, but it is good because if you can like get cross sheep on the field and then you make Mechaba in the cross sheep link zone, and you're able to bring the Ghost Ogre back, and then its on field effect is the same thing as its in hand effect, so you can also use the destroy effect on field.
See, that was cool. We did see you do that once, and that was quite cool to see.
Yeah, and then finally, we have the one tech card, the one called by.
Oh, sacked by the grave, of course!
Yeah, I didn't have like any other things to do because my Shaddoll package I think was enough. I couldn't find a third Ecclesia. I didn't want to run 3 Invocation, that's cloggy, so I just decided to get the one called by.
Gotcha. Alright, cool.
That's it for the main deck.
Now move on to the extra next, please.
Yep. We play one Artemis. This is our link fodder for Alistair. One cross sheep. We use it to resurrect stuff. It's also a link to get construct and one into the graveyard. One gravity. We use it for just getting the construct in the graveyard as well. And then one Boral Sword. So this was going to be a Vertex Anaconda because this deck can put up a lot of damage with construct and stuff very easily. But I couldn't find a Vertex in time, so I just decided to grab a Boral Sword. And then with our fusions, we have 3 Construct, 2 Winda, and 2 App Cologne.
Wow, heavy package.
Yeah. I honestly wish I could run more Windas because sometimes you burn through them very quickly. But I didn't really burn through Windas today because whenever I put Winda out, the game just kind of ended because everyone was running combo today.
That's true, they were. We saw so much Dragon Link today.
Yeah, and of course, this construct is crazy. When you resolve it more than like 3 times in a game, you're probably winning. And then for invoked stuff, it's 2 Mechaba and 1 Agoides.
Okay, so no Purgatrio?
No. Like I said, it puts damage up pretty quickly, and I don't really have a fire except the Ash to make Purg with, because I don't use the Almirage Secure Guard and stuff. I only use the 1 Artemis.
Okay.
And then Agoides is really good to OTK with as well, because you can just banish a Construct or a Mechaba in your graveyard.
Right,
and then
right.
then it gains attack. Yeah, it also pops a monster. So
and it outs Dragoon too. We didn't see much Dragoon today, but it's true, it does.
Yeah, I didn't see any. And then the 1 Intus for punishment, even though you usually send App Cologne, but if you really need to get like a back row or something off the field, then you send Intus.
Gotcha.
And then the side deck finally. We have 3 Lancia. This came in clutch twice today. I faced 2 birds today, and Lancia just killed both of them. After they summoned a Tri Brigade, I hit Lancia, and then they just ended their turn. You couldn't really do anything. And then 3 Ghost Bell. I didn't really use this enough today because there wasn't any more invoked other than me. Because this is what I decided in for, to hit the invocation when I activate it. And then most of these cards right now banish for cost, so the Ghost Bell doesn't really work. 1 Maximus, you side it in with you take out Fleur with this, but I didn't side it in at all today either because the times I went first was in game 1 and then game 2 I always went second, and I wasn't able to side this in because you only saw this in going first. And then the Tech Fusion card for Shaddoll, 1 Shekanaga. Shekanaga is actually really cool because sometimes if your opponent really doesn't like the Alistair engine, they'll side in stuff to hit the Alistair engine, but you can side out the Alistair stuff and just put in hand traps and then put in the 1 Shekanaga. I use the Shekanaga against Bird is Up because I'm pretty sure Karis is an Earth, and then you also have other stuff that are Earth too. Also Zoo, because they're all Earth as well. And then Harpies and 3 Cosmic Cyclone.
Right.
I sided in Harpy a couple days today. A couple times today, but it didn't come up. I didn't draw it at all. Same with the Cyclones, didn't really use it.
Gotcha.
And then finally, 2 Super Poly.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was pretty sure we were going to see it, but I wanted to make sure. And I'm sure you were bringing this in a lot when you were going second, am I right?
Yeah, basically every single game.
Okay. That's dope, man. Well, fuck, dude. Pardon my language. Congratulations on the first place win. It's amazing to see. I'm so happy for you. Now, do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Shout out mom, I guess.
Alright, fair enough, brother. Well, Adrian, again, thank you so much for playing. Congratulations. Don't forget to send me your deets so I can send you your prizes. And that's all I got, guys. Congratulations to Adrian once again. Undefeated in the first ever remote duel GG4Free with Shaddoll Invoked. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. LoganJYA signing off. Have a great day.